One thing, was Jiren always this much of an asshole? Also, did you see how he slapped Goku away at the end there? That was pretty funny. Well, on this episode of Dragon Ball Super, episode 126, it was actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be a few weeks ago. I mean, after last week's episode, I expected a lot from this one. It wasn't as good as last week's episode. The only part of this episode that was really good, in a sense, was Vegeta's sacrifice. The nostalgia they brought back into this episode from the Buu arc, when Vegeta actually tried to, well, he killed himself. Actually, he didn't try, he did kill himself. He used all his energy and exploded to try to kill Majin Buu, and that failed, of course. This time it succeeded. Not only did it not kill him without any repercussions, it didn't kill him without any repercussions. I thought that was a problem, but it does show how Vegeta has grown and how his new transformation is actually much more powerful than anything he's ever achieved before, as Piccolo said. The episode begins with our cool boy 17 refusing to give up despite Toppo's new transformation, and they fire ki blasts at each other. Well, Toppo fires his energy of destruction, and Android 17 tries to push that back, and they then start fighting some more. Toppo with his destruction flash. It's not Justice Flash anymore because, screw Justice. Justice can't protect anything, right? And they go on with that for a while. So it got to the point where Toppo had Android 17 where he wanted him. He was going to knock him off, but he couldn't kill him. So instead, he used a regular ki blast instead of energy of destruction. Just a big one. Frieza appears to our surprise once again. I thought he would not come back until later on for some reason. Frieza comes back not learning anything from his previous attempt at mocking Toppo and thinking he's stronger than Toppo at some point. He destroys the giant ki blast, saving 17, but Toppo, of course, quickly disposes of him from there on. And not really dispose of him. What happened after that was interesting, to say the least. The way they transitioned between who fought who. Coincidentally, Goku and Vegeta had been fighting Jiren nearby, and some of the shock waves actually spread over to their fight. So Toppo almost gets hit or interrupted by the shock waves from that fight. One of Jiren's blasts gets dodged by Vegeta and Goku, and it hits 17 and Frieza directly. After that, we don't see them in the episode anymore. That was it for them until the end. 17 re-emerged with Frieza nowhere to be found. So that's a mystery. But after this, Toppo and Jiren come to an unspoken agreement saying, Toppo, take Vegeta. Jiren will take Goku at this point. So Toppo takes Vegeta, and Vegeta has some trouble with him at this moment. Vegeta fires a final flash at Toppo, but Toppo just casually deflects it, just as he pushes it back. Toppo is not impressed by Vegeta's new power-up. He even goes as far as to mock his promise with Kaba, saying such things are useless and that is why you can't really defeat me at this point. Toppo is basking in his glory of how he discarded everything to become a god of destruction who can protect his universe, or so he thought. Vegeta, however, thinks that's bullshit. He can't discard, his family, Kaba, his pride, and he just wouldn't lose to someone like that. And with the glorious power of editing, Vegeta starts plowing through Toppo's energy of destruction. No matter how much he fires, Vegeta dodges them, plows through them. He starts beating down Toppo. Belmod and the others in the stand can't believe this. They're surprised. Belmod tells Toppo just destroy all of his attacks, but that's the problem. Toppo can't destroy Vegeta's attacks, he's too powerful. Vegeta claims that he's going to unleash an attack which Toppo can't destroy, right? The thing is, Toppo had been firing attacks that weren't destroying Vegeta's attacks in the first place, so Vegeta's attacks were working. Well, whatever, but Vegeta now starts charging up his attack that Toppo cannot destroy. And Piccolo recognizes it's the final explosion, like I discussed this before. He uses a more super powerful version of the final explosion and completely overwhelms Toppo's destruction energy. Even as big as it was, Vegeta's power overcame it. And even through all of that, Vegeta survived, even though the final explosion was kind of a last resort killing move that kills the user also. So I don't know why or how Vegeta escaped unscathed. Of course he's much stronger now, but the move itself is much stronger in itself because Vegeta is much stronger. So it kind of makes no sense for Vegeta to actually survive the move. But you know, they had to do something to bring back the hype and nostalgia in this one episode. Other than that, the episode was okay. It was decent. I just found a few things wrong with it, like the beginning part where Toppo and 17 fight with Frieza. It felt like, you know, they were wasting time. They were just extending the episode. And for the second part, it was really good in my opinion, but the final explosion and Vegeta surviving made no sense. And now that he's also out of stamina, completely out of stamina, he's back in his royal blue sparkling whatever form in the next episode. And Goku is also in blue, so they recover stamina very fast in this series, or in this arc specifically, which is kind of weird. Anyways, that's it for my review on this episode of Dragon Ball Super. Stay tuned for next week's episode. If you liked the video, leave a like, comment your thoughts on the episode. Don't forget, Dragon Ball Super is ending soon, but it might be back at some point in the future. There's no official word. There's the movie in this December, so we have that to look forward to at least. And that's all I got. Stay gold.